This week on the Achievement Whore, I take a look at one of the premier franchises on the Xbox 360. Today it's Gears of War 2. That all you got?
Now, a lot of you are probably asking, hey Chase, how come you're not doing Gears of War 1 first? Well, for starters, I haven't completed the achievements on Gears of War 1, and I'm not sure when I'll be able to get around to finishing it. But a lot of the achievements in Gears 2 are similar to the first game, that certain tactics can be applied to both games if need be. And at the moment, nobody is playing multiplayer on Gears 1. People are frantically playing multiplayer right now, trying to complete everything in preparation for Gears of War 3 in September. The developers have promised special goodies for those who have attained the Veteran Gear and Seriously 2.0 achievements. But enough of the future, let's talk about today and Gears of War 2. Continuing the story of Gears 1, the Lightmass bomb failed to completely wipe out the Locusts, and they are back stronger than ever. You once again play the role of Marcus Phoenix and Dom Santiago of Delta Squad, on a never-ending quest to bring the offensive to the war against the Locusts and prevent the extinction of the human race. I'll be honest and say I don't quite understand the full backstory of this universe, but if I were them, I'd leave well enough alone and get the hell off the planet and hightail it back to Earth. Just saying. There are a total of 79 achievements and 1,750 gamer score, spanning the retail list and the DLC map packs. We got a lot to cover here today, so let's get started.
Are you Sergeant Phoenix? Delta Squad? I'm your new trainee.
17 achievements and 170 points is for simply completing every chapter. One of them, though, is missable. When you begin the game, the Ricky Carmine shows up. Choose to train him and go through the tutorial section. This will be unlocked on any difficulty. In order to get everything in the campaign, you will need to do a minimum of 2 playthroughs. The insane difficulty will not unlock until you've beaten the game at least once. To make it less of a headache, I recommend doing a co-op playthrough both times with a friend. One time as Marcus and one time as Dom. When you're ready to attempt to get the insane playthrough over with, do a co-op run and have your buddy set his difficulty to casual. The key to victory is to take cover and let your friend do all the killing. He can take more damage and is less likely to die than you would. The difficulty achievements are stackable, so if you beat the game on hardcore the first time playing, casual and normal will unlock as well. 300 points goes for you completing all the difficulties. 90 points are awarded for completing the campaign in co-op mode. Unlike Gears of War 1, you don't have to do 2 separate campaigns as Dom and Marcus. One playthrough of co-op mode will be all she wrote.
Shit.
There are 41 collectibles in the game. Now, unlike Gears of War 1, they're not all cog tags of fallen comrades. There are various things like magazine articles, newspaper headings, and more.
That's 4! That's 5, motherfuckers!
The weapon-based achievements can be done either in multiplayer or in the campaign, and the scores transfer over between the two. Most of them are 10 or 30 points each. If you have trouble attaining these achievements in the campaign, here's a trick to help you out. You'll need 2 controllers for this. Load up a local multiplayer match with no bots and a long round time and time limit. Swap out the weapons you'll need for whatever achievement you're going for. And that's it. Once More with Feeling requires you to perform 30 active reloads. In Gears 1, you had to do these all in a row, but here they're cumulative. Fire 1 shot and reload. Once the lines intersect, hit the right bumper to reload. If it flashes, you did it right. Organ Grinder is to kill 30 enemies with the minigun while it's mounted. If it is not mounted and you kill someone just by carrying it, the kill will not count. Shotgun Gnaw is for killing 30 enemies with the mortar. Again, the kill does not count if you just shoot from the hip. Set the Spider to the Fly requires you to kill 10 enemies with a planted grenade. Swap out weapons so everything's a frag grenade. Down your second player with a Lancer. Once he's down, select your frag grenade, walk up to him, and hit the B button to attach it to his back. You'll use the same method for Pound of Flesh, except add pushing the A button as soon as the grenade is attached. Don't try to get both of these achievements at the same time, because once you press the A button, it counts towards a kill and the game will end. Crossing Swords is for winning 10 chainsaw duels. Now, in order for this to activate, both players have to be holding the B button to initiate the duel. Once it starts, mash the B button as hard as you can. I completely recommend doing this on the local multiplayer game, because if you do this online, you'll go against people who obviously have turbo controllers. Okay, now it's time to switch things up a bit. A parting gift is for you to suicide bomb your opponent. First off, as your main character, run and grab a frag grenade and equip it. Take the second controller and use that character to down your first player. Have the second controller get up close and personal, and then Kabam! These next two actually can be done in campaign without any trouble. In Act 1, Chapter 4, you'll come across some tickers. Select your shotgun and melee anything that comes towards you. Hitting 30 will get you 30 points. Smells Like Victory you can get at the facility, and your first run with the flamethrower. You'll get it easily attacking the wretches. Variety is the spice of life has you get 1 kill with every single weapon in the game. You might bypass a weapon or 2 in the campaign, so you can do this in local multiplayer as well. Kick 'em while they're down is for execution kills. There are 11 unique kills in the game depending on which weapon you have equipped.
Down in front!
Epic Games has made several title updates to Gears of War 2 since its launch. The multiplayer is completely different from when it was when the game launched. If you see an achievement that says you have to get this done in public, it has to be done in ranked. Now there are the simple ones like winning 3 King of the Hill or 3 Wingman matches, but then there are harder ones. Winning 10 rounds of Guardian as a leader and capturing 10 meat flags in submission. These achievements you have to do, you have to get the score. If another player captures the flag, then you don't get the point. Party Like It's 1999 is a lengthy one. You have to complete 1,999 multiplayer games. Here is the quickest way to get it done. Create a local multiplayer match. Set the game type to Warzone. Round time limit to 1. Total rounds to 15. 1 computer bot. Bleed out time 60 seconds. And swap all the weapons on the map to Mulcher. And pick day 1 as your map. You'll also need a wired controller for this because it will knock you out if you have a wireless. Each round will force a stalemate because the bot will pick up the Mulcher and start walking towards you. However, it will slow him down before the end of the round.
Now this is going to take a long while, so instead of sitting here and waiting for the counter to go up, I'm going to bed. Good night. Spidey, I had the worst dream ever. There was a civil war between superhumans, and Tony Stark gave you upgrades to your suit. It's so ugly.
The last multiplayer achievements on the disc are for the Horde mode. Get a group of friends together and survive 50 waves of progressively harder enemies. 50 gamer score goes towards this.
Franklin, that's you?
Holy shit! Oh man, that's what I'm talking about!
Now, if you purchased the game new when it was released, then you received a code for the Flashback Map Pack. It's 5 multiplayer maps from the original game. Combustible DLC was released shortly thereafter. These achievements are based on winning multiplayer matches and the first 10 waves of Horde on all the maps listed under Combustible and Flashback. 175 points are available. With the Snowblind DLC also came a huge change in the multiplayer in the form of XP and levels. 250 points in total are for achieving levels 5, 15, 25, 50, and 100. Obtaining 100 legit is next to impossible unless you play the game constantly. The quickest way to get to 100 is to wait for a Super XP week or weekend. I follow Gears Viking on Twitter for updates of when this happens, and they tend to coincide with major events like E3 and GDC. Head over to some achievement trading forums and get your name into a boosting group. The game type is King of the Hill. One team stands in the ring, and as soon as a point has been made, the opposite team walks in to break the seal, then quickly exits. I did this during the GDC week when it was 22 times XP, and I got almost 500,000 XP each game. To reach level 100, you'll need to get 6.8 million experience points. The final DLC release, Dark Corners, not only came with new multiplayer maps, but also a deleted mission from the campaign. Cliffy P introduces a new campaign that Marcus and Dom have to continue on the Nexus to reach the Locust Queen. At the beginning, you're given the choice to go in guns blazing or throw on enemy disguise and sneak through. Grab a buddy and do 2 playthroughs. Once as Marcus, once as Dom, and make sure you do it on each path. Stealth and guns blazing. Is it hot or is that just you? This achievement for 25 gamer score requires you to kill 25 blood mounts with a Scorcher while playing Horde on a Dark Corners map pack map. The easiest map to do this is on Wave Station. In the center of the map, there will be a spawn point where they'll either spawn a flamethrower or a mulcher. Begin a Horde match at Wave 10 on Wave Station, as this is the wave that the blood mounts show up. Use your Lancer to down the Grenader that's on top. Once he's down, switch to the flamethrower and lay into the bloodbound. This is very difficult, even on casual, so grab a buddy to help you out with this.
So we got 2 achievements left to talk about, and I'm going to save it for this new segment that I don't have a title for yet. Basically, I want to talk about the easiest and the hardest achievement in the game. The easiest being Photojournalist. When you die in a multiplayer match, just hit the B button. That's it. Super easy. The hardest, you probably guessed this, Seriously 2.0. As I mentioned in my achievement horde video for Dynasty Warriors Gundam, Seriously 2.0 gave me Rage of the Brooklyn variety. You have to load up the last chapter of the campaign while riding a Brumak, shooting missiles at the first 2 waves of locusts, reload the checkpoint, and do it all over again. Before I started doing this method, I had about 17,000 kills. So to get up to 100,000 kills, it took me literally 3 nights, 8-hour shifts, with 15-minute piss breaks here and there. So after 2 years on and off playing this game, I finally got everything on it. I ranked this one super hard, because of the lengthy time it'll take you to get the veteran gear and the Seriously 2.0 achievement. Will Cliffy be in Epic Games? I got him. So you know what? You better give me something good for Gears of War 3, because I put a lot of time and effort into this. But we're not going to know what that is until September, are we? Well, that's it for the Achievement Horde this time. I'm Johnny Chase, and I got more games to play. See you later, guys. Now this is a brand new segment I'm introducing, which doesn't have a title yet. And my girlfriend's calling me.